I had to find out how to take care of myself and my cousin.
I do that at home all the time with my mom and my dad.
Being a big guy certainly has its advantages.
You don't get tests.
I'm so damn it. Hey.
Learning difficulties.
Everybody! Welcome to Dank and Shady. Believe it or not, Shady has literally been here half a microsecond after that intro finished. I literally half a fucking microsecond. The timing is impeccable.
My belly is so full right now. I just chowed down a full plate of spaghetti. I was like, gotta eat it. It's so I can do it all the time, just for you people. Okay, just for you people. Not the China people, but for you people.
Oh, fucking hell, Shady. Hey, how are you doing?
I'm
Did you have a
doing
nice
great.
birthday? It was Shady's birthday yesterday, everyone.
We're gonna roast some buds.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
How young does that make them?
Yeah, how young are you now, Shady?
44, unfortunately.
44. How old are you, Cass? 43?
I'll be 44 in July.
You'll be 44 in July. God.
Yeah.
My girlfriend's the same age as you.
There's nothing 44. 44 is a new 21, bro. That's the way it is.
Yeah.
You know? Just look at me. I mean,
Therefore, making me 17.
Oh, God.
hmm.
We've got Shady. I know we've got Scott coming soon. He said he'd be a little bit late. I don't know about the other guys. I think Grant might be masturbating. Or is Grant on his honeymoon still?
I don't care. So,
Yeah, no,
so-
my wife left me at there, or she left me at the altar, so, you know, I'm available now, you know.
that is true, yeah. You know,
Better scoop this up while you can, ladies.
so you should have seen the thing she was doing at the wedding. Strangely enough, no one drank that bottle of champagne afterwards.
That wasn't champagne.
Well, not afterwards, at least, anyway.
So what's on store tonight, Dank Master Phill?
Well, I thought we would look into some Gavin McGuinness, as we did with the first episode a little bit, but got a little more in there of him just absolutely going out of his way to just provoke, annoy, and be humorous as well.
Fantastic.
Yeah, so he's going. My fellow Sigma males, he's here for the funsies.
I have just received a notification. We've just lost live to the official After Dark site. We're still on Facebook and YouTube. But
Yes, which is fantastic. Brilliant. Yeah, thanks for putting that out there again.
I didn't do it.
Yeah, well, we've got a few things. I mean, Steve Rambo, we've got that. Got a new segment I'm trying out this week.
Oh, God. Do you want to start with that, or should we wait?
Well, you know, if all else fails, I'm sure we can play it later as well. But
Oh, yeah.
Shady?
I'm down for whatever, man. Let's party.
All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you this. So, yes, ladies and gentlemen, Giga Chat of the Week. This is an old one from a couple of years ago, but I found the video and just thought that this is just too perfect not to show. It just made me laugh. And I just thought, if I'm going to find a random video like this every week, then fuck it. I'm going to make it Giga Chat of the Week section. So, shall we see today's Giga Chat?
I need my Giga Chat hat with it.
Oh, all right, then.
Let's giga to it.
There we go, Giga Chat hat. So presenting this week's Giga Chat of the Week.
This day is the day that they came to the land and genocide. Okay, it's also Australia Day, so
No, it's not though.
it is. It is. It is.
The murder of people is like cool.
I think Australia Day is pretty cool.
Murder?
I don't think murder. I think Australia Day is cool. Really? Are they being murdered now?
Yeah.
Right now in Australia?
But you're still supporting the murder. That's the thing.
I really don't think. No, I don't think so.
I think you're a bit dense.
You think I'm dense?
Yeah.
You're looking pretty dense yourself. I'm sorry to say, but
Don't fat shame my friend.
Get the out of here, fatty. Get the from me.
Showing them women who's boss. That's our Giga Chat of the week. I know.
Play stupid games, you get stupid fucking prizes.
Oh, exactly.
Don't you
Ladies and gentlemen,
fat shame my friend, man.
Don't touch people. That's what happens.
Give you the
exactly.
shady backhand of God.
Yeah, exactly. Don't fucking fat shame my friend. Kathunk. You can fuck off as well, fatty. I love that. It's just like you went from subtle to just chunk.
Was that Blackjack Cowgirl?
May have been. She looked a bit methy.
Oh, yes. Jesus
So,
Christ.
It
Do we
definitely
know
looked like a wig.
Do we know this Giga Chad's name? This absolute masculine heap of God's fine work.
Unfortunately, no. The newspapers at the time said that he was awful for fat shaming and that it turned into an assault. And it was like, yeah, that she started.
I think she's had a bit too much salt.
Yes. Yeah, she went to the salt mines and didn't like what she found. She felt that all the way back to the kitchen.
Where they belong.
Well, that's the thing. It's fine to have a discussion and it's fine to do all that. But when you start throwing hands over something, she was trying to call him thick. So he just came back and went, clever comment. And so her first reaction is to slap. And then you see the way she cowers down, like, I'm the victim. And you're
Yeah.
No.
That was that's why I was having a hard time understanding exactly what went on right there at that point. I was like, damn, did he hear her? And then I was like, I don't know, somebody pushed him down? What? Wait, what?
Yeah, so the chunky ugly one went, I think you're a bit dense. And he just stood there and went, well, I'm a bit dense. Well, you're looking a bit dense yourself there. And then Wednesday Addams decided to come running in and slap the bloke and say, don't fat shame my friend. And then she felt fury.
Right.
Of Giga Chad.
Yeah. Giga Chad of the week. Number one.
Keep it to it.
Yeah, so I thought I'd start off with Giga Chat of the week. So do you think this could be a weekly segment?
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Exactly. Giga Chat.
There are plenty of Giga Chads out there in the world, and I'm almost sure of it.
Yeah. Yes, I'm cringe, I know. Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
I just want to see some people get pissed off.
Sorry?
I'm just here to see people get pissed off.
Oh, well,
Hell, all we got to do is sit here. I mean,
You say Gavin McInnes, it's inevitable. It's going to happen.
well, yeah. Well, I thought I'd start with his more liberal brother. Because, it's 2024. Just
make America great again, by God.
fucking hell, there's two of us. It's like Shady was prepared.
Yes.
Yes. All right then. Well, this is Gavin McInnes's very liberal brother, Miles McGuinness. So I think we can. Yes, and I think we can learn a lot from him and his liberal ways. So let's have an introduction, shall we?
It looks like RJ.
On Wednesday, 27,000 people showed up to New York City Park for a Bernie Sanders rally. Pretty fun. I would have gone, but I was busy doing stripper outreach at the local shelter for lap dancers. It's hard work, people. So I sent someone else.
Fuck yeah, it is.
correspondent and frequent guest Miles McInnes. He's a well-known progressive social justice warrior and a stay-at-home blogger. He's also the brother of Gavin McInnes. He came back with this.
Hey guys, what's up? We're here at the Bernie Sanders rally here in New York. We're going to be talking to people about how totally awesome he is, and we're going to focus on platitudes and feel-good stuff without getting into specifics because math is super boring and it's Captain Bringdown or whatever.
Oh my God. Peace and love, y'all.
So
Yes.
I'll have you know, we actually give people stage 43 cancer.
Yeah, hold
Yeah.
up. We give them the total package, by God. We give them herpes-gonorrhea. We ain't fucking playing around here.
Exactly.
Super.
If you're a real American, you'd understand that. Not like me and Shady here.
Yeah.
Absolute fucking liberals.
Fucking maggot.
I'll have you know I'm as American as the rest of you.
Indeed.
We'll see.
Would you like to tell,
I argued that to Frank earlier today.
I know you did. Would you like to tell people why I'm quite American?
Oh, God.
Daniel's a real
I think I'll let you explain that one, Dan. No pressure, by the way.
Well, the concept of slavery is hilarious. You argue, you bicker, and you bitch over shit that happened long, long, long ago. Get over it.
Yes.
Thanks for coming to my DJB talk.
America!
Do you know what the ironic thing is? Slavery still actually does go on to this day. But do you know the only place it's happening?
IW.
Nope.
Exclusivity is quite like slavery.
Well, yeah, that's true. But yeah, it's actually at the moment happening in Africa. And it is black slave owners to black slaves. And it's a lot of the war-torn African countries as well. Yeah, for some reason, you don't read about that in the media.
Damn, China people got away with one this time.
Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, let's chime in with Miles.
What's your favorite thing about the Burnmeister?
The Burnmeister.
That's my new name for him.
I think it's about the people revolution.
What's a specific thing that would be going down that would be that?
How about some recycling?
More recycling.
I think he has good ideas.
Like what?
Just everything he's fighting for, and he's been saying it for so long now, and he hasn't changed his views.
Like what?
Just fighting for the middle class and fighting for young people.
In what way, though?
Just, I don't know, what would you say, Brandon?
I have no thoughts.
What the fuck?
I just want to go walk around and shove a microphone in front of people's face and just see if they'll start looking around for a camera.
Oh, God, that'd be amazing. Definitely do that. You know what you want to do sometimes? You want to hold the microphone in one hand and then use the empty hand to just hold it towards them like this.
Yeah, it's like this. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, not even talk into the microphone. Just put it down by your side and talk into your empty hand and then put it over.
Use a pen.
New age hippies.
More affordable. Well, when the taxpayers put in their money into a big pot, how does that get divvied out to the individual colleges?
I really don't know.
But the taxpayers will pay for it.
Oh, the rich people will.
We are lined up here, not unlike a bread line in Venezuela. And there's nothing wrong with that, by the way. It's a
Thought that was a
efficient way to
big
get
cummed
bread
on
and make
nipple
sure
for a
everyone
minute.
gets the same amount of bread at the right exact time that they deserve it.
He just enjoys fucking with people.
It's fucking fantastic. His eyewear is phenomenal. I gotta give him credit for those.
Oh yeah, it's just it's like waiting for bread in Venezuela, and there's nothing wrong with that.
So dollar store-esque.
So let's get used to lines. They work.
This is controversial, but I think people's votes are important symbolically. But at the same time, until we reform the overall structure of the system, then that's a problem. Well, what I mean by that is the corruption, the role of money and elite, special interest in politics. And that should be.
I kind of tuned out there. When the waitress is saying the specials, and you just hear like pan-seared avocado, and then it goes meow, 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 meow. People who make 10 million or more.
Meow, 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 meow.
The guy was just saying nothing. Your vote's important in a symbolic way. So that's you saying my vote doesn't count. Brilliant. Votes are for symbolism.
Yeah.
Vote for me symbolically in your heart.
Shady for president, bitches.
Yes. I vote for you symbolically. But in reality, I don't bother voting.
Ethereally.
Yes. I vote for you in my soul.
Pan-seared avocado, and then it goes meow, 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 meow. People who make 10 million or more get taxed 52%.
I think that was his proposed tax plan. It was pretty good, and I'm liking it.
That does sound reasonable. What happens when you start making 10 million or more?
I doubt that's ever going to happen. I mean, if I am making that much, I'll be giving it away, so I won't have that much anyway.
So there you have it, folks. We're living in a country where the top 20% pay 80% of the income tax. The government's paying what? Spending $10 billion with a B a day.
Yes.
And these people are excited because someone's going to spend more money and have a bigger government. Give me my briefcase.
Oh,
give me my stuff. I'm out.
Indeed. Well, don't worry. There's more Miles McGuinness. He's here to educate us on
how to do things properly.
Indeed.
Just a nightmare.
Nickelodeon's best cover.
Yeah.
I think the conclusion here is that Europeans and children are no different.
It's
funny to laugh at children. You know what Picasso said?
What?
He said it took him a lifetime to learn how to draw like a child.
Wow.
And politically, it took me a lifetime to learn how to think like a child.
Really? And you...
I knew not growing up was going to pay off one day.
I love Miles McGuinness, and it's took me a lifetime to think like one.
This is why I stayed back here in the past. I'm glad you guys could join me.
Indeed. Oh, very interesting conversation going on in the chat.
Frank Paul is a Jew. I rest my case.
Not even Frank Paul, it's a Jew. I just love the Frank Paul is Jew. I rest my case. It sounds like a Borat quote.
Frank Paul is Jew.
Yeah. Frank Paul is Jew. I rest case. Just wow.
Don't get us started, Marbs.
Oh, God.
You do think like a child.
Yeah, I have that hope, that call it naivete, if you will, but I believe in the future, and I believe in the merit of our leader.
Wow, it's like a Whitney Houston song.
Yeah, I know.
Right.
It's
fantastic. I'm not all jaded like you guys. Ha ha ha! We're here in the belly of the beast, laughing at everything because we're so good. I don't have that. I have the innocence of a child, and when it comes to politics, I feed on that.
Do you think perhaps it should be the children in charge and the adults?
I'll tell you what, you'd have a lot less war.
Yeah.
If it was just women and children in the White House and men doing, I don't know, at pubs.
Because there's definitely no irrational fighting amongst children.
Well, back when it was a pagan culture, there was barely any sacrifices. When it was earth goddesses, they'd kill barely any children.
Really?
Great argument there. Very few child sacrifices.
Yeah, they only killed a few, you know.
Yeah, he makes great points. There was a lot less child sacrifice back then.
Yes. It seems like there's one every other fucking day now.
Yes, done through the medium of pew-pews.
Yeah.
Pew, pew, pew.
Yes. Indeed.
There was one yesterday.
They blamed it on the transgenders this time.
Yeah, it was the transgenders this time.
Yes, I like to think of myself as progressive. I don't blame the transgenders. I blame the woman who pulled the trigger. It was clearly a woman.
Exactly. And I don't blame guns either. I blame the woman who pulled the trigger on the gun.
In this case, guns don't kill people. Them, they do.
Yes. I gotta write this shit down, bro.
Yes. Guns don't kill people. Those people do.
Yes.
And then I love it. Yeah, it's gonna make a great commercial.
Yes. I've got to ask, did you know the shooter, Dan?
Oh, damn. I didn't think they were anywhere near Tennessee.
Well, you know, all it takes is a passport.
I mean, I guess the independent scene could have taken it there.
How intimately did you know the shooter?
Well,
that was a very nervous laugh right there. Well,
I only shoved my finger in it one time. Does that count?
Myself and Mike Storm were once approached by this shooter.
Oh, right, yes. Was she looking to shoot you too?
She was looking to shoot something, all right, but luckily we declined.
Once again, a threat. This is a serious threat, people. A serious
I'm
threat.
offended.
How can you people make jokes in a serious time like this?
Exactly.
It's called comedy.
Because it wasn't my kids. I'm sorry. What else do you want me to fucking say? Bring the heat now, motherfuckers.
It was a hate crime against the cis people.
I can't wait to hear the Jews' response.
Yes. The trans know nothing but violence.
What if it's a coup? What if this is a coup and it's a straight person masking as a trans person to get all this kicking off?
It was a setup, man.
From the CIA.
Trump set all this shit up. What are you talking about? This is how we make America great again, by God.
Exactly.
You can see all of these
people just can't see it.
You can see them all. No, they're all in the White House sitting around the table. Well, how can we get rid of the guns and the trans? School shooting.
Boom.
2 birds, 1 stone. Oh, 6 people, 1 gunman.
Yeah,
Gun
I think
them.
they missed the point. I mean, we had done Blaine, but we didn't bang cutlery.
So instead of calling them a gunmen, do we call them gun them?
Sam Smith would approve. The gun them.
Gun them.
Gun them.
The gun them down. It's a very difficult sentence to say on the news.
Gun them.
fucking love Fox.
Wait, hold up. What did he say?
Oh, he said, honestly, I will make a public apology to the straights.
Yes.
I hope. Oh, Fox Marsh, now known as Gun Them. It's like Gundam. But the only way we'll continue to call you that is if you do all of your future promos in Japanese and have English subtitles.
I was going to say, that's my new fucking EFED name, by God.
Yes. Gun Them.
Shady Gundam 2000.
Yes. In the far future of the year 2000, the Gun Them.
I meant 2000 down. You know what I'm saying? I done gun 2000.
2000 Johnny.
That's our task for tonight. We've got to get Gun Them in the Steve Rambo segment.
I don't know how old they were.
Oh yeah, it's going to be a gay porn mech adventure.
Wait till you see it. Oh God. Anyways, we got a bit off topic there.
No, carry on. I'm enjoying this. I like the whole gun them thing.
I mean, is that what we should do to them after we catch them, or if we catch them, just gun them? That's
it's like an epiphany.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do we? Which gender do we shoot? We don't know. There's thousands of them.
Do we make a South Korean song about it? Upa Gundam style?
Maybe so. All I know is that we just need to put cameras in public toilets. And if they sit down to pee, we blow their brains out. Problem solved.
Pew.
Indeed.
Gun them on the shitter.
Indeed. I'm sure Andrew Tate would approve.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only
He's another geek, Chad.
Oh, fuck.
On with Miles.
Very few.
There was a fair amount, but still, it wasn't like a full-on war. It would just be like the odd virgin or whatever.
Yeah.
It's still better. It was still better.
So do you actually think that primitive cultures, or like even Mayan cultures, are superior to our modern day life?
Well, okay, say the Mayans, when they would get the opposing leader and they would have them on the steps of the fortress and torture him for 8 years and pull his ears off and poke wood in his eyes until he slowly died over years and years of torture. That's still just one guy.
Yeah.
That's not a war. So in a sense, they were more civilized.
Wow.
That's true.
We bomb, like we kill abortion doctors.
Yeah, that is true.
And we bomb entire villages.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's worse than any Earth goddess could ever do.
That's
Because she only has like sticks and mud.
Yes, not planes.
Yeah.
It's
Imogen, you look like you're terrified.
That's how you think, like a child.
The Nickelodeon thing.
Yes.
They have predicted the winner every year apart from 2004 since 1988. So we shall see.
Yes, indeed.
Boom. The more you know, people.
So, yes. So let me just switch over.
You people better recognize.
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, the man of the hour, Gavin McInnes. A wonderful gentleman.
I'm so happy.
There we go. We made him nice and big.
Oh.
Nickelodeon knows too much.
I'm telling you, man. They're like the Simpsons.
So, yeah, Gavin McInnes, essentially a provocateur. He was the guy who created the Proud Boys. But the thing is, the Proud Boys went off the rails. He was essentially making it like, as he put it, it was more of a masculine movement. And what was the term he used? It was he said that we are proud misogynists.
Proud misogynists.
And the way to get into it is, for example, you had guys kind of hitting you, and you had to name 5 types of cereals to get into the Proud Boy. It was just essentially a mockery of like secret societies and all that. And then a few guys took it a bit too seriously, and then the Proud Boys got into a lot of trouble. And Gavin McInnes kind of went, "This is stupid. I'm done with this stupidity. You all took it too seriously. I'm fucking off." And yes, once again, Fox, the masculine movement is a great wrestling faction now. I certainly agree.
I wonder where we could debut it.
CWF.
Yes.
So, yes. So Gavin McInnes is essentially, he likes to debate people, but he likes to push people as well and just laugh and enjoy himself.
Yes.
But he enjoys being quite silly as well.
Nothing like what we do here at all.
No.
Oh no, we're very serious. We're super serial.
Super professional.
Yeah, so super serial.
Super.
Oh,
I'm super.
Thanks for asking.
Super moist.
Yeah, I have travel vision. So let's start off with him flirting with a lady.
Wait, before we begin, Fox, just to answer your question, Fox, you can find out how CWF are doing this coming Saturday on EFED After Dark.
Yep. Exactly. Yes. We don't go into that on Tuesdays. This is us avoiding EFED.
It's just Taco Tuesdays, man. They don't eat tacos over there. So
we're trying to avoid EFED.
Yeah. They don't like Mexicans, so
yeah. They do tend to avoid anything ethnic over in the CWF. They're not fans.
Oh.
Ready?
Yes. All right. That was fantastic.
Hello. Emily.
They want to celebrate empowered women. Kick-Ass 2 is a movie that sums up modern feminism, and it is women are men. women kick ass, women are Marines. Like modern feminism is, why aren't there more female superheroes? I don't know, because it's not a feminine thing to fly to a bank robber and punch him in the face. It seems like feminine.
So, yes, he's essentially just rallying against them awful women.
Yeah, because they should be at home, Yeah. What happens if they're in the middle of cooking my dinner and somebody's robbing a bank? Like, you're not going to save that fuckers from getting robbed. Like, you're going to finish my sandwich, bitch. You know what I mean?
No.
Who the fuck is more important, Reggie the bank teller or me, your husband?
I liked it, so I put a ring on it. So no, fuck him.
To fly to a bank robber and punch him in the face.
It seems like feminism has said, women, you're freed from the kitchen, and then it took them out of the frying pan into the fire, and they're just sitting in a filthy apartment, eating takeout food, getting used and abused by men. I've always said New York City is an elephant's graveyard for ovaries because women come here thinking it's empowered to get fucked by tons of guys and then thrown in the trash. That's the thing about all this feminism. Men win. With free love and bra burning, we got tons of sex and jiggly tits.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Do we have any used and abused females from New York in the house?
I love jigglies.
I love that. He's just the girl he's talking to there. She's one of these kind of. I'd say I've seen this in full, and she's one of these very just like. No, I don't really agree with that. And you know, weak and limp.
Yeah.
So listening to her is painful, and for him to just go all right and then move on to something else, it is quite amusing.
All right.
The background of it is poverty. Like in Africa, they burn elephant dung as fuel, and then we come in and tell them, no, that's bad for the environment for you to use coal. So stick with the dung, and then they get all these diseases because they're inhaling hot shit all day.
I did not know.
Here's something you should understand about men. We have evolved over all these years to be horny 24 hours a day and be thinking of sex 24 hours a day. It's a curse when you're in your teens because you are honestly on the verge of tears, begging God to let you stop beating off. It's been 6 times. Is there something I can eat to be less horny?
Senor Gavin McGinnis, thank you for being.
Hey, Crowder.
Yes, Crowder. So, how do you think he's going to open up talking to Crowder? He looks very serious here, doesn't he?
I don't know because I've seen 2 sides to Crowder in the past. I've seen the side that kind of like would support Gavin McInnes, but I've also seen a slight side to him that wouldn't. So I don't know about this one.
Think about how Gavin may approach this opening. I mean, look at his face and how very serious he is.
I think whatever he says, he's going to act serious, but it's going to be complete fucking nonsense.
I think he's going to ask where his sandwich is.
So, let's find out.
McGinnis, thank you for being on the show, sir.
Hello.
I know.
So, just
Hello.
Hello. Not expecting that, Dan.
No.
What fucking still got that on for? So yeah, essentially, I'm sure we're slowly ramping up the funsies.
For a fact, mathematically, that Joe Rogan is interviewing me with an old-timey bullhorn in 1936 Earth,
right,
way the fuck out there, and I look exactly like you, right? I know that to be mathematically true.
And you have 3
2
cocks.
+ 2 = 4, and I have 3 cocks.
And I've even had women, one time this woman was like, Jewish women especially seem particularly raunchy, and she was like, oh, fuck me, I'm your fucking whore, I'm human garbage. The one deal breaker, and I'm sorry ladies, but you have deal breakers too, unbelievably thin hair. Like when you can see the whole skull. And I don't want to get to a feminism where that's beautiful because it's haunting.
Really attacking the big issues there.
Don't lose your hair, bitch.
Hey, fuck.
Looks like a young King Jerry.
I dated a girl who had fake tits, and she sat me down. We had a talk where she told me I had to pay more attention to her breasts. because I would be like face, neck, shoulders.
She
belly,
sat you
pussy.
down.
Here, you listen to me and you listen well, partner. I've had enough of this and I want you. And they go, order in the court. You sit her down. She goes, no, I will not sit down. I demand that you listen to me. And I'm watching it. I just had this fucking epiphany wash over me. And I realized men invented this bitch. Like men invented Jezebel, feminism, Lara Croft, this whole thing. And I think the suffragette movement, the whole like women should vote, was guys going, why don't you fucking say that you should vote? And the ladies go, what? I was making a lasagna. No, get up there. Say, I need to vote. I'm a lady. And they go, okay, I'm a lady.
So, yes.
You can do
Grant
it.
I think Grant had a similar argument somewhere else as well. He was talking about why the original idea of feminism coming around was essentially so the government could take taxes from 2 incomes instead of 1.
Yes.
Well, you know, which is smart.
I mean, women weren't even allowed to call it vibrators
I know.
a generation ago.
It was a massage tool.
Now you.
She has a giant nose.
She does. She must be Jewish.
She knew what it was called 20 years ago. So
I wasn't thinking. I was thinking more like if you look at her, she's got the giant nose, the big glasses, the frizzy hair. She looks like a caricature of a human.
What?
She doesn't look real. She looks like someone kind of badly drew a human and went, ta-da!
You go, there's a sex store every fucking 20 feet. You can get the pearl rabbit chicks to keep them in their purses. Shit, half the time they have one in them right now. No, but it does happen. You do get.
I love the fact that she doesn't get sarcasm. She just looks at me and goes, that isn't true. Well, sorry. That isn't true.
she's like, how did you know I had my vibrator in right now? Can you hear it?
My ovaries are clamped to it now. It's part of my body.
Yes.
Yes. I bet her tampons are like a kitchen roll with a rope through it.
Ugh.
If that's that true.
As long as he uses Bounty, because Bounty kind of like soaks it up well.
Well, yeah, but you know, knowing Bounty's look, she's probably a squirter as well. Got to change a fucking tampon every 36 seconds.
Get those ones that stay up there and it takes like 20 hours to get an orgasm. You'll just be, you know, having your Cobb salad and going, oh.
Yeah. Let's have a look at that face again.
That's a sound clip.
Oh god, I'll try to close into the video because I'm just looking at that face right here, and it just makes. For a second there, I thought, didn't he used to work for the SWA?
Oh, where? Oh.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
LOL.
LOL.
LOL. LOL. LOL.
You left the loop on, didn't you? Dan left the loop on.
Well, before the show, I was listening to Bob Ross.
Ah, yes, the Bob Ross music.
Oh.
Happy little cloud. Happy little
Yes.
feminist. No such thing. They're all fucking miserable.
Yeah.
Yes.
But what about these angry women, you know, angry feminists, or what? You don't want them raising kids, right? You don't want fucked up kids being raised by these angry
Yes,
women.
you're talking about a handful of cunts, but what's happening is
just a small handful.
Yeah, you're just looking at a small handful of cunts. It's just the blasé delivery.
They were
Rather-
planted.
I'm just going to use that clip. You're only talking about a handful of cunts. I'm going to include that at the end of the CWF report.
Oh, it's only a handful.
Angry feminists or what? You don't want them raising kids.
CWF
right? You don't
report.
want fucked up kids
Well,
being raised by these angry women.
Yes, you're talking about a handful of cunts, but what's happening is these women like my wife, instead of meeting me and having 3 kids, they're going, I guess I should be in the workforce because men are women and women are men. So she goes into the
So you
workforce.
think they should rely
she comes
on
up with
men?
some stupid Converse idea, and everyone is just sitting pinching the bridge of their nose going, yeah, that's not going to work. We can't use Rolling Stones music in a commercial. It'd be like $3 million. You know what I mean? Relying on men. Look, you fucking made 3 human beings come out of your cunt. This, in the past few months.
It's magical. Don't you wish you would have said that on Fox News to that woman? You could have kids coming out of your cunt. It's a miracle.
Oh, that would have been great. Not just 1, but 3.
No, you can't throw rocks at him, Lenore. You know what you should be doing? Having kids coming out of your cunt. It's a miracle.
You should be having 3 kids coming out of your cunt in the kitchen making sandwiches.
Exactly. Slather that butter on bread.
Do it.
Exactly.
Don't ask questions. Just go do it.
No. Yes.
You'll thank us
Ask
later.
questions when you can afford to ask questions.
Exactly. You'll thank us later. When you get our bill.
Oh.
Once I ran the numbers, I've been spending $780 a day. You should be giving. You should be in.
Look at that. That's not a real face.
$180 a day.
That.
Yeah. Yeah. What?
Oh yeah. Totally. Yeah.
Can I interview you?
Yeah. I want to tell you about my slam poetry. The patriarchy is bad and needs to be smashed, like my cunt.
We're only talking about a handful of cunts.
And my friends, we are called the handful of cunts.
And guess how many of us there are?
A handful. Yeah, another new segment on Dank. Slam poetry cunts.
Dank poetry.
Yeah, slam poetry cunts. They don't applaud because they think the sound's too loud and offensive, so they do this. You've never seen slam poetry? I watch it because I enjoy car crashes. It's when you've got like these kind of university students over in America and they're kind of getting really angry and irate about the patriarchy. It's quite amusing.
People in America don't do that stuff.
Meatball marinara.
So the gayest Nazi wants us to look at the necklace she's wearing.
Ah, yes, indeed.
It's a tongue.
It's the Rolling Stones logo, isn't it?
Yeah.
There she is, being a feminist, worshipping men like she should.
She's doing it. Telling you, Lenore, get on it.
Exactly. No, but really, she is fuck ugly, isn't she? She's got a face like a freshly fucked arsehole.
It's like looking at the end of a mop.
Yeah, she does have sideshow bob hair.
Yeah. I don't really agree with you on that. It's not how I...
And she almost has the sideshow bob kind of look, too.
Yes. Facially disabled.
And we already know she can make the sideshow bob noise, because most feminists...
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Women, follow the example of the gayest Nazi.
Yes.
Yes. It's the first time you've ever heard a podcast tell you to follow a Nazi.
Again, Nazi out that.
Exactly, yes.
You should be in South Williamsburg handing out dildos to Hasidic Jewish girls of over 18.
It's really interesting.
That's what you should be doing.
See,
handing out dildos to the Jews.
Yeah. See, we're all inclusive here. We knew we'd get to the Jews.
Exactly. You know,
everybody gets theirs.
Yeah, you love the Jews. Indeed. So,
hey, Scotty,
what do you think about giving dildos to the Jews?
To the who?
The Jews.
Exactly.
Just handing them out on the street.
I feel like they need them just as much as anybody else.
They'd be buzzing.
Yeah, they would be buzzing.
Interesting, because he's a very smart guy. Well, he gets into it and then he sabotages it with humor. Now, what we never figured out, what did Marin get upset with? It was after the show.
He said the problem with education is systemic.
Right.
A word I hate more than the word batshit crazy.
You don't hate.
I hate the word batshit. What the fuck does that mean? So the reason whites are doing well is because we cheated.
Yeah.
But if you look at the data of Asians, for example, you will find
China people
way more Asian privilege than there is white privilege. Asians make way more money than whites. They're way more educated than whites. They are less likely to experience any kind of crime than whites are. They're less likely to die at work than whites are. I mean, the list goes on.
Yeah.
You don't know the same China people I know, pal.
Racial stereotyping.
Well, they don't suffer. They're kicking our ass. Everything you can say about white privilege is more true with Asian privilege.
Asian privilege, I wouldn't call it Asian.
Well, it fits all the criteria of white male privilege.
Yeah.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, you know what he
get
means.
better jobs. They get better educations. No one sees them as threatening. Everything that you can say that whites cheated to get is more prevalent in an Asian society. Okay, let's drop that. I guess it's not going anywhere.
So she doesn't have an answer to that. Yeah, I love the deflecting and just like, what do you mean? I don't understand.
You need to go into detail.
I think we're annoying Lenore.
What now? Is more cunts being pissed off.
I need a refill for one. I mean, you're slacking.
Speaking of cunts getting pissed off, shall we introduce Scott to our new segment? We played it earlier, but we can play it again for him.
I would love to see the new segment.
All right, then, Scott, this one's just for you.
Excellent.
Scott, this is Giga Chat of the Week. And this is our Giga Chat of the Week.
This day is the day that they came to the land as genocide.
Okay, it's also Australia Day, so
No, it's not.
it is. It is.
The murder of people is like cool.
I think Australia Day is pretty cool.
Murder?
I don't think murder. I think Australia Day is cool. Really? Are they being murdered now?
Yeah.
Right now in Australia?
But you're still supporting the murder. That's the thing.
I really don't think. No, I don't think so.
I think you'll get dense.
You think I'm dense?
Yeah.
You're looking pretty dense yourself. I'm sorry to say, but
Don't fat shame my friend.
Get the out of here, fatty. Get the
The accent
hit him
just
again.
makes it. Yeah, just the accent makes it so great. Fuck off, you fatty.
Like that's what caught me by surprise was when she like, don't fat shame my friend, and then he turns around like, fuck off, fatty.
He smacks the little one, and then the big one comes running in to try and help, and he just lamps her as well. Fuck off, fatty. Matilda
And then he
ain't
started to
waltzing no
walk
more.
away like nothing was happening. That's beautiful.
Exactly. Wonderful work by Toa there.
Kudos to him.
Yeah, you show those women what for, Toa. So, would you like to go to the Steve Rambo segment?
Yes.
Yes, indeed. Well, we can come back to that a little bit later. So, we thought it's been a couple of weeks. We'd do this.
You may recognize me from some of my other Catalina features like Mountain Jack, Kathmandu, and Priority Mail.
Okay, Dan, pull it up.
There it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, presenting the movie 2000's Furry Men Do. Is this a sequel by any chance?
I have no idea because there's no fucking plot or synopsis or anything.
Well, there was Cat Men Do, and now it's full Furry Men Do.
I mean, it could very well be a sequel. I would imagine it probably is.
I feel like it's going to involve a lot of yipping.
Indeed. Oh, Shady just randomly fucks off.
No, I'm still here.
Like the second he heard the word furry, he was like, "Nah, I'm good."
Yeah, I'm out of here.
No.
So, yes, if this is your first time seeing this segment, Steve Rambo Rewritten
Or
is
has he
essentially
turned the
us
camera
going
off for
through
various reasons?
Yeah, is us going through the synopses of adult gay porn star Steve Rambo, because we noticed that IMDb featured his movies, as in listed them, but they just weren't kind enough to add synopses to these movies. So we've decided to do the Christian thing and add our own.
Mm-hmm.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
Just doing our good deeds, people.
Exactly. It is the year of 2022. It is the future.
Yes. Yes.
Or is it?
Oh, it's definitely the future.
Yeah, it's the future. I was just looking at Dan and thinking, I know what I was going to write now. Dan awaits patiently.
It's phenomenal already.
Yeah. Oh, for something to type. Oh, not as he is. Watch. Something to type and then put a comma afterwards. Delete. No, the
Well,
word.
do you mean the word delete or actually delete?
No, the word delete. And type again. As he always does.
That's his tradition.
Yes, as is tradition. And his tradition on Dank. His tradition on Dank.
Tis a sacred time of year.
Until suddenly, a gun then bursts into the room.
Oh, that's fucking great.
There we go. There's the deleting and typing again. and shouts, "This is for Fox, sizz scum."
What do you mean with that? Say that again.
This is for Fox, CIS, all in one word, scum. Not Fox's scum. That's Fox.
Oh, right.
Dead.
Right, remember that. Yeah, okay,
Yeah. Everyone start giving Dan big words that he can't type.
Hemoglobin.
Yeah, let's just...
I don't know.
All right.
That was the first word that came to mind.
As he pulls off his helmet. And then in quote mark, and then in brackets.
I will eat your asshole.
that. What's in the brackets?
Don't forget the capital M's in the middle.
You did that too well, Scott. Way too well, buddy.
And he said, yes.
He pulls off his helmet to reveal
Oh,
a furry mask of
Another
well-known
furry mask under the
degenerate,
original furry
of well-known sexual degenerate.
A well-known sexual degenerate.
Degenerate. Johnny Rockstar. Played by Steve Rambo.
I was going to say Steven Scope. Nope. He's the special
Just use
appearance.
the mouse and get rid of... Why do you keep deleting?
Fendi Kruger.
Because it's tradition.
All right, then. Put a full stop. And
You
then go to
don't
the next
write
paragraph.
tradition, boy.
All right, then. Now, we're not even going to start... Well, now we're just going to pick big words. Just for a paragraph. Like Scott said, hemoglobin. Don't spell check anything until we're done with the paragraph.
Okay.
Superfluous. Shady, got a word?
Sanitizer.
Sanitizer, there you go.
Ooh.
No deleting on this paragraph.
I didn't even look there. It was just like natural. I knew what I was meant to type.
Copulation.
Stimulation.
Stipulation. Kaz is in on it now.
Oh, no!
Masturbatable.
Yes.
Is that even a real word?
Yes.
It is now.
Ah. Scott, any big words you'd like to add?
Incandescent.
Yep.
Damn. I feel
divulgent.
Ah!
Disney.
I love the fact that do not delete any of these. We're going to spell check them one at a time. All right. I want to get to about 3 or 4 lines of this.
Hemorrhoidal.
Hemorrhoidal.
One line alone could be pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanoconiosis.
Man.
Yes,
No.
that one.
No, I can't even remember that.
Yeah.
How long it took me to remember that, but I remembered it.
All right. Just say it slowly for him.
Pneumono ultramicroscopic silicone volcanoconiosis.
Yeah.
That looks right.
Man, I'm
I'm
way.
not. I can't guarantee you it's spelled properly by any stretch of the imagination, but it's a thing.
That's the fun of this segment. Try superfluous again.
What?
Try superfluous again. Just thinking of big words now. Absolution. He's probably going to get this one right. There you go.
Yeah.
Dodecahedron.
I'm too high for this shit.
Folks,
put that in. I'm too high for this shit.
Folks, stop putting words in the comment section. I can see them.
Yes, whatever's in the comment section, add them.
Really?
Whatever Elon Musk named his kid.
Homogenistic.
Read the word once, Dan, and try and type it correctly.
Onomatopoeia, which which is thingy, right? Okay. Acetaminophen.
Onomatopoeia.
Malafor. I don't know what malafor actually is.
Malaphalescence.
And that was it. And fuck
Diverticulitis.
with a what?
Diverticulitis.
Gonosyphoherpalades.
Gonosyphoherpalades.
Yes.
Nullification.
The total package. Herpetogonosyphilades.
We're just making Dan spell for our amusement.
Well, that's what it all is.
That is the answer.
It is the answer to everything. Fluffy nullification.
Me and Kaz get it. Y'all got to.
What the fuck that is? It means nothing.
Cat.
Rare.
It's just one really small word right in the middle of it.
Yeah. Just that. Now back onto the big words. Transmogrification. Yeah. Oh, we got that one right. Brilliant.
No.
What?
So, yeah, I know. Don't worry. We're going to count up the right ones and the wrong ones at the end.
Expelliarmus.
Yes.
Oh, who was right? Damn it.
Yes.
Homogenization.
Microtransactional.
What?
Microtransactional.
Microtransactional.
Oh, fuck.
No deleting.
Homogenization.
Oh, homogenization. Yeah, that's another good one.
Yeah.
I fucked up.
He said I fucked up. I fucked up.
All right. Last two words. Matt. Damon. All right. So let's see how many spelt correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Out of a possible 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 20. So 9 out of 27. So he's got a 33.3% average. So if you just right click on them and do the spell check, that'd be fantastic.
You know, I had a feeling there was
brought
an
to you by the greatest mathematician of all time, Scott Steiner.
You passed your driving test.
Exactly.
Oh.
But you see, Dan's a genetic freak.
What's
Yeah,
funny is Matt Damon no lies on TV right now. I swear to God.
Let's watch the disappointment as you go through the letters.
So, so some of them you can't see where my fingers obviously slipped. Like, yeah, stimulation. Obviously, I've slipped onto the Y there.
Yes,
masturbatable. See that? It's not there.
It's not going to be, man. It's
not real.
It is now. I've just added it to my
made it up.
Oh, it's real. It's damn real.
Incandescent. Oh fuck yeah.
Herpetogonosyphilades is the one real word. I'm telling you right now.
See, divulgent became divulging.
Well, divulgent is an actual word.
Oh, divulgent. Oh no, it's that. It's oh no, that's divergent. Oh.
Divergency.
Hemodor. Yeah.
Heap and hop and hemoglobin.
Mnemonic microscopic. I can't. That one doesn't even come up.
Let's have a look. Oh, why not? It's such an easy word to pronounce.
What? Neuromonic microscopic silicon volcanoconiosis.
Exactly.
Huh. Words flow well from Dan tongue, but spelling does not.
Indeed, that's because you're spelling with your hands, not your tongue.
Dodecahedron. Oh, D-O-D-E-C-H. What there? What? D-O-D-E-C-H. I added the H.
Yes.
Damn.
There you go.
Malaphor.
That's going to come up as metaphor, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. Diverticulitis. All right, there we go. I don't know what the fuck that was. Oh, it's herpetogonosyphilades, man. That's getting added.
Yeah.
Flocky, knocky, nilly. That's getting added. Cat with a K. What was that? Expelliarmus, we'll add that. Homogenization, we'll add that. Daemon. Why would Daemon not...
It isn't a capital D, is it?
Just show up as demon.
As our hero desperately tried to spell as many Larag words as possible, a furry...
Fuck off. Fuck off.
A furry jumped out of nowhere and shouted,
Graham crackers.
And shouted, "I will eat your asshole!
I will eat your asshole! I will eat your asshole!"
And eat my asshole. Played by Grant Miller. Dressed as...
Should have been here, bitch.
As Iron
What you
Bison
get
would
for
wear
getting married without me, sucker?
Indeed. Man, the wind. I'm so glad that there's so much continuity to this script.
It's
Real
so easy
subtle
to follow the
storytelling.
story. It's one of the things I love about this movie.
I know. Our hero looked lovingly into the furries.
Why can't I put furries?
No, it's
No.
IES.
That's what I put to begin with.
Yeah, but furry is a capital.
And gave the confessional of a lifetime.
Yes. There you go. Into the furry's eyes. Our hero looked lovingly into the furry's eyes. And what did he do next, Dan? He said, I'll be right happy to. I'll be right happy.
I'd be right happy to.
After a night of passion, the furry's big winking eye was pink socked.
Was what?
Pink socked. Don't worry, leave it in. Pink socked. It was pink socked as the furry looked over his shoulder and said,
That's my no-no square.
I'm embarrassed now, humiliated.
Is it 2 hours? Because it's the... Yeah, it is, isn't it?
well, you know.
Nothing malicious here.
Yes, indeed. Steve Rambo smiled and retorted calmly,
Ta-da!
Who that? Who that? No. Oh, no, he's not the cameo. He's the actor, man. We can't have Steve Rambo. He's the actor.
well, he's playing the Gundam. Completely. Yes.
I don't know. You said something before.
Oh, yes. I believe what I said was...
Thank you, sir.
Ta-da!
How does he say it? Ta-da!
lovingly. And asks the gaping furry if he's ready for another round. The furry giggles and says,
I'm in danger.
Camera fades.
I would have said the furry yips at him.
Oh yeah, the furry yiffs. to fade. The fate of the fate of our kinky boys left a mystery. There we go. Cameo by Steven Seagal. So yes, so we even got the gun them in for you, Fox, as well. And I always love looking at what it wants to: sanitizer, masturbatable, divulgent, hemorrhoidal, superfluous. Don't take a young Malafor. Warning understood. Go ahead anyway.
Yay!
A pink sock at the end.
Are we ready to submit?
Yeah. Do you know what a pink sock is, Dan?
Not a white one.
Not a white one.
Well, a pink sock is essentially when an anus is pulled inside out and it's hanging out of your ass.
Lovely.
Yes. So
Anal prolapse.
indeed. So yeah, I thought you'd appreciate that. So,
Does sound a lot like an anal prolapse.
yes, it's essentially an anal prolapse. So
Sounds inhumanoidous.
essentially, you can consider yourself useful if you bend over because you can guide in aeroplanes. That's the sound it makes. You bend over and it just rolls out like a tail and goes. Watch out, boys! Here comes the pink sock party. Come on, everyone! Join in with me. It's the Pink Sock Battle Royal. Come on, lads!
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. You've really got to have the tongue for it. Just a.
Someone is going to clip all four of us going blah, 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 at the same time.
Yes, I know. It's amazing. Do you know what the thing that impresses me the most? We have a combined age of over 150 years old, and we're sitting here making arsehole noises on the internet.
It's done like this, motherfuckers.
If you're a real man, you know that a pink sock sounds like.
You're doing it all wrong, man.
I don't want to fart anymore. I might lose a spleen. Oh no.
Oh no.
My day, we found out about the pink sock the hard way.
My day, I need a fucking smoke.
Yeah, I found out about the pink sock, and that made me vote for Trump because I want more pink sock in my life.
America!
Fuck yeah! Coming out to vote to get some fucking pink sock, yeah! How have we made a segment on the sound of flapping anuses?
Well, it started like this.
It all started when my daddy told me to come down to the basement.
Of the week.
The J community been real quiet since the pink sock.
Our daddies told us not to be ashamed of our pink socks, especially when they're this big.
If you'd like, I could show you how to use your pink sock.
Why is your belly button down there?
Why is it when you run, you get shit on your kneecaps? Why does it look like you could fuck me with that thing?
Talk about shit for looks.
It's like reverse docking. My asshole's the entire foreskin this time round. Ooh.
Here's a question, okay? Why is it that when a man fucks a woman up the arse, it's called anal?
Mm-hmm.
When a woman puts a strap on and fucks the guy up the arse, they call it pegging.
What's that?
Do you really want to know?
What did just call it anal?
Okay.
I think it's important. Explain the story of pegging to us, Uncle Shady.
Well, it all started so many years ago. there was some dudes at a bar, okay? They got really fucking drunk.
What's with the fucking accent?
Keep the accent. I love it.
There was no women around.
It's like Captain Jack Aussie. It's brilliant.
Captain Jack Aussie.
I had no choice but to do what had to be done.
What kangaroos?
One of them had a peg leg. And when he took it off, strange and fascinating things happened.
What happened, Uncle Shady?
From that day forth, pegging was the word.
Crikey!
Ta-da!
That's been today's lesson. That's going to cost you $99.99. You want me phone number to call?
Next week we're going to be learning from Uncle Shady how donkey punching started.
Well,
Hey, that's a new segment. The history of weird sexual acts with Uncle Shady.
Exactly. You know it's trustworthy when you've got a friend of the family uncle telling you about
I
them.
swear to God, it was a big ass spider, the biggest one I'd ever seen.
I've never seen nothing like it.
Uncle Shady, Uncle Shady, what's a spicy Negan?
You know what's fucked up about the Uncle Shady part is my nephew's little boy actually calls me Uncle Shady because he's never heard my. I don't even know if he knows my real name. He just knows me as Shady. So he literally calls me Uncle Shady every time he sees me. He's like, Uncle Shady.
Uncle Shady, why does it say candy in big letters on your van?
So I do occasionally get asked a question in that manner. So, it's not the first time I've had to come up with some kind of crazy answer off the top of my head.
Oh, this is just a wonderful segment. Uncle Shady should start answering questions on the Saturday show as well about wrestling.
I'm all for it.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Just full screen you and
WWE Uncle Howdy ain't got shit on me.
Yes. Fox saying, I'd like to picture Shady telling this to a room full of his nephews, and they're sitting there like, Uncle Shady, we just wanted to know when we could go to the park.
Go to the park when I tell you to go to the park, cunts.
Let me tell you something about that park, boys. I used to go down there late at night.
That's where I found out about the Minnesota snowshoe.
Yeah. Where do you think I found half you little fuckers?
You want me to tell you the reason why I haven't come anything but blood since 1987? Uncle Shady will tell you. He'll tell you real good.
He'll tell you real good.
Oh, you're right there, Dan.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
Takes me back to 1996, boys.
Her name was Lola. She was a showgirl. Well, we use the term girl very loosely.
She had 4 legs.
She wasn't a showgirl. She was a show them.
Show pony.
Oh, no, she was definitely a showgirl.
I don't know who he or she thought he or she was.
Sorry, I thought we were still talking about donkey punching. My bad.
Yeah. She was definitely a showgirl. Just because she did a show for the Corgi show doesn't mean she wasn't a girl. Should have seen those little back legs flapping as I was nuts deep. All you heard from her was her excitement and the sound of yeah. Now I went down there, kissed her little Corgi pussy.
I'm with you, Dan.
Yeah. That went off on a tangent, didn't it? Oh, God. So, how's it going with the? You've clicked on IMDb. Have they said it's okay and good?
Oh, it's gone through, yeah.
Oh, fantastic! So we'll
So
wait for.
within the next 24 hours, we'll find out if Furry Mandu is going to get in.
Do you know what I think's going to stop it?
What?
The word "fuck."
Furry Mandu.
Out of everything there, they're going to complain about the word "fuck." So what we do is we just put a couple of stars through it and send it right back.
Why not?
Yes. Background shoes.
So we have 40 minutes left of Mr. McInnes here.
Indeed. Pink sock
Pink
calling
sock.
actions. You little fuckers want to learn about Mr. Hands?
Oh, yes.
Yes. Oh, Mr. Hands, he's kind of hands. I'm just looking at this picture right now, and the annoyance in her face already, and the sheer boredom in his.
I can't believe you just said that.
Yeah. How dare he?
Yeah, that's what she
hasn't even spoken yet, and she's already mad.
Oh, yeah. You know she's a lot of fun at parties.
Well,
You know
look,
what really
if you just
annoys
had
me?
3 kids already.
Yeah. You know what really annoys me? Fucking everything.
There is a huge supply problem with xenophobes and racists. The demand is there, but they don't exist. So they're trying to find anything remotely. They're not going to get racist, but maybe we could find Islamophobic. In fact, that's why Tapper said, "How about you say that about blacks? Can you say that? Can we find us a Gargamel? Because we're all Smurfs and we're looking for a cartoon bad guy." But the truth is, there is a problem with Islamophobia in this country, and it's Islamophobia. We are so petrified of offending people we're at war with that we bend over backwards. A student has an uncomfortable afternoon for bringing what looked like a bomb to school, and the president is on his Twitter saying, "Don't be mad. You want to come over?" The dominant narrative.
It's true. It's fucking true.
That's makes us like I'm having a hard time, not agreeing with that all out there,
It's true.
That phobia, Islamophobia, man, it's contagious.
Yeah, I feel sorry for that poor kid. I mean, what's wrong? He just brought a clock with a couple of bags of Play-Doh with C4 written across the side, and everyone just judges him. Good on Obama for allowing him into the White House.
I'd be willing to learn at this point. I'd be like, I got to learn a few things.
We're going to learn you good, Uncle Shady.
It is true, though, because a lot of people these days are scared of saying the wrong thing or doing the wrong thing around people of a mixed culture, that they do get special treatment. They do get treated fairly differently and a lot more positively than, I guess, the natives, if you want to put it that way, would.
In the arena.
That's for me. Fuck them all.
Yeah. Yes, the most politically correct out of the lot of us right here.
I love all you fucking Asian or China people. All you China people are the fucking best. I love all especially, man, you couldn't believe all the oh, dude, and don't forget about fucking. Let me especially tell the. Oh my goodness! Like you, yes. My God, learn, people, fucking learn.
Couldn't agree more. We're back on to Gonzo.
I was just waiting for you to. I was waiting for the volume to kick back in and Shady be like, and that's how I saved Christmas.
I thought we were gonna. I thought he was gonna mute himself and say a naughty word.
Do you think if you go to China though, like all the products say made here?
Well, at least when the American flags do.
I'm curious.
Made here. But they probably
But-
do. It's just in
but
Chinese.
since
So you
it's
wouldn't be able to
bootlegged, it doesn't say America. It literally says America.
Made down the road. Made by your Uncle Jin.
Yes. Mind you, we got products here in the UK that proudly state "Made in the UK," and they usually
Jimmy
shit.
Savile. No, we don't do Jimmy Savile.
There's a lot of them here that will very quickly charge up because it's made in America.
Yeah. We made our own shit. We're charging you out the ass.
Come buy it at Harbor Freight.
Here at Ford, we make our cars and we make them American. 3 weeks later, we're sorry we made them American. The wheels fell off.
How dare you buy that made in China people shit?
Yeah. Strangely enough, some of the Chinese merchandise, some of the best you'll ever get because it actually fucking works properly.
Who made
Everyone
that
complains
PlayStation
about
5? China people, motherfuckers. That's
yeah.
I'm still laughing over the whole, like, you know, Elon Musk bought Twitter and everybody lost their mind about it. And Alyssa Milano was like, I've officially traded in my Tesla. I'm not going to drive a car driven by a fascist like that. So I've bought a Volkswagen.
Yeah.
And literally everybody just like,
I'm going to buy me a Volkswagen. Yes, famously made by Charlie Chaplin, I believe, or someone of that ilk.
I will say this. I
Someone
seen
like
a Tesla today that had no grill, like no lights, no nothing. I was like, what the fuck kind of car is that? And then I seen it was a Tesla, and I was like, what do they do? Just paint the headlights on there or something?
They're glowing
There's so
in the
many
dirt.
things about those cars.
It was the weirdest looking car I've ever seen, man. It was like they took the shell of a NASCAR and put it on 4 wheels.
Like, I rode in a Tesla one time when I got an Uber ride, and the dude spent the entire 45-minute drive explaining to me how the car doesn't, like, technically have an engine. It's just all these different parts, and we're sitting on top of 4 like nuclear level giant batteries, and I'm just like, oh, please get me where we're going before your car explodes and takes off the freeway.
It's okay. It's safe. It's nuclear power.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You seen your vapes catch on fire? Huh, this ain't shit.
This ain't shit, son.
Yes, no one's ever been harmed by splitting the atom. Who's Japan?
Who needs the, what is it, the hydro? I can't even think right now.
Yes. I
Naga
don't know
who?
what you mean, Chernobyl. Sounds like a lovely meal.
The hydrocollector. What the fuck?
Anyway, back onto Gonzo.
Narrative in America is white people are evil, white people suck, we should be ashamed of ourselves. And
I don't think we should be ashamed of ourselves. I think that we should take responsibility for the system that we've created.
The best system in the world?
Oh, we do not have the best system
Who
in the
has
world.
a better system?
There are many European countries that are much better off.
Oh,
than
you
us.
mean like the European countries with a higher density of whites, like Northern Europe?
That's one way to phrase it, I guess.
You don't mean Turkey.
No.
You don't mean Eastern Europe with the communists. So the only time you can come up with a system that's better than America, it's a country that's more white than America.
Where is the Price is Right? Where's the Price is Right noise when you need it?
Embarrassed now, humiliated.
It says that and she's
Oh,
thinking,
for God's sake!
If we want it better, we better go to a whiter country.
Yeah, exactly.
She's like, this is not going the way I planned.
Yes, indeed.
I don't understand.
I don't say that, so.
Like, we don't like
It's
short hair. We don't like
I don't mind.
Birkenstocks.
I
But
used to date this girl. She had a shaved head. She was hot as fuck.
when you fuck them from behind, it looks like a dude.
It does.
I don't like that. That's
Got a
rape.
Very small dude with a big ass.
That's rape.
Fucking a fat 12-year-old boy.
She like regular natural tits.
I like it's like my buddy Trevor said. He goes, when I was 20, I dated a girl with droopy tits and I hated it, but I sure wouldn't mind fucking with him right now. like a girl doggy style, and they're hanging down like fucking bags and swinging.
I like that.
I couldn't look at them or I'd come.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. When you get older, your spectrum of attractiveness increases, and you're like, ooh, I'm fucking from behind. I can sort of smell poo. I love it.
Oh, really?
Just a faint whiff. Yeah, don't you like a woman's ass in your face?
I like a woman who washes that ass first.
I want queefs. I don't break for queefs. You know, like you're fucking girl and you hear that, and they sort of want to stop.
Yeah,
I'm
I
fucking
don't break for it either.
That's like I'm
I don't
driving
break
down the
for
highway
it.
and someone goes, "Hey, okay, look, the biggest."
I don't break for queefs. I love it.
New T-shirt right there.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh shit, that's going on the order list.
Exactly.
It's a hard shady life.
See, I knew that.
Thomas, you legend.
Indeed. I don't break for queefs. What else does he bring to the table?
Way worse than racism than anything else. The biggest albatross on Black America's neck is this vision, this assumption that the world's out to get you. The elephant in the room with all this stuff is black failure, white guilt. And we need to explain why blacks are in prison. We need to explain why blacks are doing badly. And to say, oh, cops are fucking horrible racist pigs and America's racist explains away the failure, and then there's no culpability. And you go, oh, that's why they're doing bad. It's our fault. And then you can get on with your day. But no, you're in jail because you'd committed a crime.
Right. But a swarm of bullshit in this one area. These kids grow up in this. It becomes their environment. They become institutionalized. Like it becomes their reality. And then they're stuck. And it's so hard to get out of that.
It's so hard for me to empathize with that. I mean, I look at Greenpoint, which is a really poor Polish neighborhood, and it's crime-free. There's drunks all over the street passed out, but it's crime-free. You look at any poor Eastern European neighborhood like Brighton Beach in Brooklyn, and I think of my dad. My dad grew up so poor that his toes make me dry heave because he had his brother's hand-me-down shoes, and they were too small. And if you wear shoes too small, after an hour, you're like, I'm going to kill myself. But his whole life was shoes that were too small. It looks like Chinese foot binding. In politics, is two groups. It's people who want to be left the fuck alone and people who won't leave them the fuck alone. Blacks in Harlem are getting educated, and it's kicking ass. And the left is floundering because they like blacks as their little pet victims. And when the free market helps them, they go, wait, don't help my victims. That's mine. And I saw the New York Times headline. It said, though charter schools thrive in Harlem, it's not a fix-all. And the article was basically saying not all black kids can go to charter schools in Harlem, so they're not that great.
Oh, that's hilarious. Open up more charter schools.
Yeah,
right?
let's have more of them. You know,
So, gentlemen, thoughts?
No, it's exactly right. I mean, I've lost my train of thought already.
I totally agree.
I think I've just turned Shady into a fan, haven't I?
Yeah.
He personifies this sort of fake beta male comedian with the cardigan and oh, I'm such a mess. I'm so fucked up. And these guys fuck 20-year-old girls while complaining and scratching their heads and going, I'm a mess. I had some chick, a friend of mine, 39, her physician said, ooh, 35, getting kind of late. And she said it to me like, can you believe that, sexist pig? And I go, he's a nerd. He has Asperger's. He's not sexist. He's telling you about your fucking vagina. What? She told me that
He has Asperger's. He's telling you about your vagina.
Yeah.
Shut up and listen to him about your vagina.
Yes. Listen to the man. He understands you vagina people better than yourselves.
Yeah. Damn vagina people.
Vagendas.
Vagendas, yeah.
It's kind of like Jimi Hendrix, but it's a woman. She would cry herself to sleep at night because she waited too long and her ovaries dried up. And I feel like screaming at her, your whole agenda is telling women that they're men and they don't need kids and they'll be fine without kids. And you don't even believe that fucking shit.
Gavin, would you support a Muslim American for president?
Hell no. That would be insane.
That would be like having a German president in 1942 in America.
Fucking Middle East.
Yeah.
All feminists should move to the Middle East and get to work.
I mean, if I was a feminist, I wouldn't be putting up white supremacy stickers. I'd be putting up stickers saying, "Get Sharia out of America," or "We don't want your burqas here," or "Honor killings are dishonorable." That's a good one.
Burqas and hijabs, people can wear that. That's a religious expression thing. That's not.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Okay, if the burqa is just religious expression and it's perfectly fine, why is it black polyester in the Middle East? Why are you in a bin bag, as Billy Connolly puts it? Why isn't it flowing white gauze or a fresh cotton?
Yeah.
It's clearly meant to punish the woman and make her suffer. And it impairs your vision. It's a form of oppression. But feminists in the West seem more
keep their
concerned
asses
about high heel
in the
shoes,
kitchen.
which woman wears a choice.
You
But a burqa
factors?
is not a choice. It's illegal not to wear one. And all over the Middle East, Sharia law dictates a woman cannot show her body.
I'm not from that culture, so I would rather not tell them what to do right now.
We've got 3
I love that. I'd rather not tell them what to do right now. Right now? Oh, okay.
But once she's a part of their culture, she have no problem. You know.
Yeah, exactly. And I think we all know what would happen in that
I
instance.
think she's meant to be arguing these points, and she's like, "I can't do it right now."
No, go ahead. Try it. See where that gets you.
Yeah.
Go over there and tell them the same thing you tell someone here.
Exactly.
Go on.
Good.
It's just lack of awareness. It's essentially they would rather look tolerant than actually care about people.
Yeah.
The example that's made with the burqa about how it's kind of a thick, itchy, just horrible thing to wear, but it could be made out of a different material to make it a lot more comfortable.
Go over there and steal something and think you're going to go to jail.
Exactly.
So they've actually invented burkinis now.
Burkinis?
Burkinis, so you can go swimming.
Yeah, isn't it basically just like a bikini built under a burqa?
So, would you like to see one?
Yes.
I certainly would, sir.
Very much so.
Okay.
I cannot live without this moistness in my life.
It's very important.
Yes. Whoa.
So there's different styles of burkinis.
Mm-hmm.
So I like this one. It's a leopard print one.
I want one.
Looks like something Pink Guy would wear.
Yes. You see this woman here, sporting this one. She looks obviously pleasantly amazed and happy to be wearing her burkini.
Yeah.
Yes, full of joy.
Who doesn't enjoy going to the beach in all black?
Yes.
They're not calling them racist, But hey, it is what it is. Right?
Doesn't that look like perfect beach weather?
Right.
Beach wear.
They can wear all black on everything but their hands and their face, but yet I can't paint my face black. What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't get it.
Yes, burkinis are a thing.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. It's you kind of think to yourself, why would you make an entire group of people wear something that's clearly...
I think it would make her look 10 times better. Maybe.
Ish, sort of. Yeah, it's just fucking daft. You want people to be comfortable. Don't make people wear a burlap sack. It's not nice. If it's a colder climate, obviously, yeah, I can understand it. But when it's in the Middle East, a very hot, humid place, it's not the place to be wearing thick material.
Well, and until was it 1979, they were the same way that we were. You'd see women in full-blown bikinis at the beach. Men and women going to school together, the whole 9 yards. And now, they just recently, in the last few years, allowed women to start learning how to drive.
Yeah, in 1979, I believe it was just like you look at pictures of Iraq in 1979. It's like you're looking at New York or London, anywhere like that. It's there's no because there was so much just general freedom, and if you choose to wear a burqa, fair enough. Like you says, religious freedom if you choose to wear that, but if it's forced upon you by a religious idea, it's like the problem I have with Christianity over in America, where they say, well, when they're born, you've got to circumcise boys. Fuck off. That's genital mutilation. It's an absolute joke. When they do it to women in the Muslim community, that's awful. But when they do a circumcision on a bloke, it's fully acceptable. It's a double standard. It's an absolute joke.
Bullshit. That's what it is.
It's fucking bullshit.
Well, and that's the thing. And I am a Christian, but at the same time, I understand freedom of religion. Like, if you're an atheist, what do I care? It doesn't affect my life. We can still sit and talk and be friends and do shit like this together.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? At this point, if there is a hell, and I'm going to it, obviously, I'm just going to ask him if Phil's already here when I get to the fucking gates. And, Phill, Dan, any of them here? Good. Yeah. I'll meet up with them.
Yeah, it's cool. It's fine. And knowing my health, I will probably be the first to go out of a lot of us. So, job's a good one.
Don't see that. For Christ's sake.
Yeah, it's called living in reality, sir. Don't worry. At least David Jones will get to celebrate.
At this point, at least I know my friends will be there.
Exactly.
So,
yeah.
a little more comforting.
I just don't like the idea of religion having a place in politics, because I just think
Well, no, I'm the same way on that. I don't really feel like it should have a place in politics, especially over here where it's already I'll be the first one to admit churches here get big tax kicks, and there's a lot behind that where you guys kind of need to back off already.
It's tax deductible too.
Yeah, I understand going to church, and I have many times in my life. There's a point I enjoyed it thoroughly, but after a while, it gets to the point man, I got to work on Sundays. I don't know what to tell you.
Exactly,
and
well, Para, if you want to go to a church or a mosque or a temple, whatever you want to do, but I think to try and force your laws upon others who don't believe that, then
you will do as I do.
Well, it's I feel like Kevin Smith said it best, because I went to Catholic school for 12 years. Mm-hmm. So I realized real quick, I was born and raised Southern Baptist. So when I went to Catholic school, it became very clear, these people don't celebrate their faith. They mourn it.
Yeah.
And they want everybody to mourn it with them.
Yes.
And
I was baptized Catholic, and my mother's side of the family, Scottish Catholic, and I sit there sometimes and I just sit in disbelief at some of the absolute bullshit that I hear from both the Catholics, the Protestants, a lot of different religions, and just think to myself, why are you? How do you know he even agrees with you? We've got a book. Well, I've got Netflix. That's horrible.
Well, and a buddy of mine brought up a really good point a long time ago about look at the Bible. The Bible was originally written in, what was it, Aramaic?
Yeah.
That's how fucking long has that been a dead language? So they, it was taken from that and translated into Hebrew, and this, and then this, and then this, and then this. It's 2023. We still can't really get a direct English to Japanese translation without having all your base or belong to us. So how in God's name are you expected to know that okay, you just went and bought this book at this Bible at Walmart. How do you know that it was translated properly? How do you, it's jumped through all these different languages that mean so many different things.
It's like Chinese whispers then.
Yeah, Like from my understanding, there is a translation to the Quran where, like, the whole like 70 dark-haired virgins waiting for you in paradise thing is actually translated to 70 crystal clear raisins.
Nice.
So,
Raisins are nasty, dude.
Well, and that's
welcome to the afterlife. Here's your raisins.
Yeah. And that's it. Even when you look at the New Testament, that was essentially a book that was voted on by the Council of Nicaea, I believe, in 112 AD. And they essentially voted on the best stories to go into it. And if you look at a lot of
what about the Book of Enoch? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, a lot of those stories from the Bible, you actually can backtrack to other gods such as Osiris, Mithra, a lot of the other like prophets and different things from other religions. So it's like now that's what I call music of religious stories. And I think to try and base anything in modern times upon a book from 2,000 years ago is just so counterproductive. I mean, obviously we have to modernize.
Like Patton Oswalt made the point at one point. Like, he was talking about the whole gay argument, and he was like, if you can sit down and give me a genuine reason why like somebody being gay or lesbian or whatever bothers you, cool, this is something we can sit down and have a conversation about. But if your whole argument is, well, the Bible says, like, okay, I'm gonna need you to calm down. I'm glad you like a book, but I can't exactly walk into Congress with a Green Lantern comic and be like, I want the ring like he's got in the comic now. It's in the book. Make it happen. Like,
exactly.
Yeah. Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Unfathomable.
Yeah. I think when people do try and make like decisions like that, either side, I mean, it sounds like, you'll find a lot more of the conservative side leaning towards the Bible. And I'm talking about the more extreme conservative side because I know the liberal left, more of the extreme liberal left tend to go more staunch atheist. And to be honest, the only reason I'm an atheist is because, my parents just kind of went, well, religion, your choice, it's fine. And I looked at Catholicism and went, no, it's silly. And I mean, my brother's, he considers himself non-denominational Christian, but he's not going to turn around and go, well, Jesus doesn't want me to like the gay, so I won't like the gay. You just kind of go, take it with a pinch of salt. I like the idea of an afterlife.
Maybe that's what I'm like, non-denominational, because like I've gone to Baptist church and Pentecostal and Presbyterian. I went to Catholic school for years and all
it's
that
the
stuff.
11th commandment, man. Didn't you know?
I have really, that's the only difference that I've seen in any of them that I've gone to has been like the Catholics want you to mourn it more than like gather in celebration. All the rest of them, they're preaching and teaching the same thing.
Yeah, I've got to say the Catholic ones are very funny. I remember going to a funeral years ago, and I think I was in my early to mid 20s, and so sitting at this funeral, and the priest was essentially saying, and he was kind of saying how shit non-believers were, and essentially blaming us for all the problems of the world. So imagine a priest essentially just saying he's dead and it's your fault. And there's me sitting there at 20-something years old going,
no, according to their book, it's their fault for not converting us.
Well, yeah, see, that's when I got told years back that of course my mom had me when she was like 16. Well, she was pregnant at 15, so the church that they were going to, like when the pastor found out, expected my mom to, considering she wasn't married and having a kid, expected my mom to get up in front of the entire congregation and apologize to them for doing something that apparently shamed all of them so much, because she owed that to all of them. I mean,
some churches are weird, man.
Yeah, and that was like when she explained that, she was like, I told him flat out, I'm not doing it. Well, what do I have to apologize for?
Yeah.
Like, to me, Seventh-day Adventist church is weird. Like,
Yeah, it's just a mental thing.
Yeah.
This is why it's better to just
Like how can you tell people not to eat bacon, man? Bacon is so fucking good, you know.
I think one of the things that I find funny is if you actually look at the Bible, it's one of the it is in the Bible, and it's said that Christians shouldn't actually go around trying to convert people. They actually, it's essentially the wording is like stay in a dark room and believe by yourself. It's something along those lines. I'll have to find the correct interpretation.
Well, like I know that there are passages that talk about like, come together in my name and, make a joyful sound. That's where church comes from, basically, is the whole, gather in my name thing. But you're right. There are whole passages in the Bible that talk about like
I think it's for weak people that need
like
support.
prayer and your relationship with God is supposed to be like you and God. That's it, not everybody else. And my relationship with God should affect you. That's not how it's supposed to be.
Well, if that's the case, then if you have a personal relationship with God, what's the point in church? Because there's a pastor acting as a middleman between you and God in that case. So surely the pastor's in the wrong.
He's got to pay his light bill, bro.
Yeah, well, he can work at McDonald's. Fuck the pastor. Get a real job, fuckface. You might as well call yourself an Instagram influencer.
Well, and there's so many misconceptions that like if you just do a little bit of reading, like people have gone through the Bible and looked at things in context and found real quick that like if you look at certain things in context, some of these people take it way out there.
Oh yeah.
I think I'm with Scott though. Like when people like me and say we have a personal relationship with God, it's because of how we were raised, and we still kind of want to believe because that's all that we ever knew growing up, But there's still that 95% of us that questions every fucking thing because there's too much fucking knowledge that connects other stuff that goes way beyond the, that Bible shit, But there's still that part of you that's like, damn, I don't want to burn in hell, So I think that's where that comes from. Like,
and I've told people before, like, that's the thing about it. Like, if I'm wrong, nothing happens.
Yeah, I'll answer for it. I'll see you in hell. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, that's the whole thing. Like, if I'm wrong, and my faith is bullshit. Nothing happens.
Yeah, it's fine.
Like, that's it. I'll die one day and nothing will happen. I'll go back to the earth. And my story is told. That's it. Like,
somebody's going to plant pot plants on my grave.
Yeah, I've honestly, to your point, Shady, I've run across a lot of Christians who will tell you openly, like, that their faith is based on like it's kind of a safety net, like just in case.
Yes,
I'd rather like consider myself a Christian than not, just in case it is real.
Like I said, it's a safety net, man. Church is a gathering place for people that need that support of others.
I actually do know what you're talking about. The idea of saying it's a safety net and saying, well, it's better to believe than not. That's actually an argument known as Pascal's wager. And the idea is to say, well, it's better to believe because if I'm wrong, then nothing happens. But if I'm right, I go to God. The reason it's called Pascal's wager is because in, I believe it was 18th century, there was a man, Pascal, who made that argument. And the reason and the argument that came afterwards against it is that considering how many other religions there are and how many other gods there are, and counting all of the religions that there actually are outside of Christianity, the actual chances of you being correct are less than 1%.
Exactly.
So it's not a 50-50 bet. It's actually less than 1%. So there is a lot more chance that nothing happens. But if something does happen, what's to say you chose the right God? It's not a 50-50 mathematical argument.
Like I said, it's almost hereditary, though, that we believe kind of the way we believe, though, because, you're raised up in a certain way, and that's all that you've known growing up until you start exposing yourself to these other religions and things of that nature. And then you realize you question those people, but then you look at them and you're like, well, these people believe in their God and their religion is the same as me, if not stronger. But
I honestly feel like any doubt that I've really come across in my faith throughout my years has come more from people than it has the faith itself. Like,
oh, definitely.
Usually, like, I mean, maybe I'm just one of those people that looks for the bright side on things, but like I've been able to look past some of the shitty stuff that people focus on in the Bible, but I don't know. It's always been people. Like, people have been what pushed me away from political sides. People have been what pushed me away from faith and religions, and just it's never really been the faith or the idea or anything itself. It's just people and the way they handle
whatever or whoever I've got to answer to, man, I made every decision I've ever made to survive, and that's the truth. You know, people would say that's the God's honest truth, however you want to put it. You know, but
this actually went quite serious, didn't it?
yeah, I mean, you back anybody in a corner, man, and you put anybody in a situation, life or death, man. You watch them sprawl like a cat, son. You know, it's just gonna happen, or they're gonna sit there and cower up and die.
Yeah, I mean, like, you hear these stories of people in life, like near-death experiences, and even the most non-religious people will get on their knees and pray to fucking God that they survive.
Yeah.
Maybe not all. Maybe not all of them.
I can tell you, I died, and in my opinion, it just kind of went from the coma nightmare to nothing, and then it kind of blinked back into the coma nightmare. So
I just know from my own personal experiences too, you know, that whether it's a God or an entity or whatever it all is, inclusiveness, you know, that there's way more out there than there's wrote down in some fucking book by a man or a woman, you know.
I would say that the hope I've found is not from the afterlife at all. I think that if I think about the afterlife, I think about the eternal, then I'm focusing on that. I don't believe in an afterlife. I believe that life is finite, and that means that you only have a certain amount of time to live it, and you should appreciate that certain amount of time you have, and you shouldn't be wasting your time thinking about what happens after, because when you die, you'll either find out or not exist, so it doesn't matter anyway. So live life for the now.
I know.
Exactly. Smoke weed every day.
I
do what I want. You know,
I think that's a really nice ending to the show, because we're 1 minute away from the end.
Yeah, I know, and it's nice to end.
You know,
I think it's nice to end on a nice ending for once, and because of that, I'm going to ruin it.
9/11.
Just here to ruin people's expectations.
So, ladies and gentlemen,
yes,
carry on.
It's that time. We have, looking at it, 40 seconds. So we get to look at me for 40 seconds. Listen to Shady.
Just want to put a signature on it. That signature being C-U-N-T. And yeah, there's a handful of those out there, just a big old handful of happy cunts. And I just want to say to y'all, this has been Dank After Dark. Have a great day. God bless, my friend.
And go away.